This week's guidance from the Ascended Masters, Archangels, Star Nations families, Earth elements, Fey elders, angelic legions, and other light beings known as the Collective today, from Lady Master Joan of Arc. COR, hello, friends. So many of us now are asking how it is that all this powerful light and higher sound vibrations can be flowing in from the sun, and have been for a while, yet we are left feeling helpless to shift certain things in the world. So we are leaning into the new earth, calling in new realizations and healing, a clearing of dense energy in our own lives. And meanwhile, we are seeing scenes of destruction in different parts of the world, and wondering if we are looking out on another earth from the one we feel is coming forward now. So I am asking the collective to address this gap between what we are seeing or experiencing outwardly, and what we feel to be higher reality on the planet now. This message is an excerpt from the one they offered this past Sunday for an online spiritual service at the wonderful Hope Interfaith Center in Mankato, Minnesota. It answers this question that so many of us have been asking. The collective first placed everyone in the white flame of the divine feminine, as similar to the violet flame of Saint Germain. It cleanses and transmutes lower vibrations to far higher ones. And as last week's message came from Ascended Master Saint Joan of Arc, she also steps forward to speak with us. The collective, greetings, dear ones. We are very pleased to speak with you today, as always. And so we look at this question of peace and when will it happen? And how is it that so much powerful light is pouring onto the planet, and yet it looks worse on the planet? It looks as if things are a bit desperate. And yes, one desires peace, as light bearers all of you greatly desire it. Many of you are peace warriors, in the sense that you are anchoring powerfully planting into the earth all these absolutely beautiful new rays of light and sound vibration that have to do with peace and also, not just prosperity outwardly, but an abundance of the spirit. An abundance of the heart-mind, which is what you all greatly desire. And so you're a little bit stuck between worlds at the moment. You have this beautiful higher aspect, this higher mind and high heart, that is constantly reaching toward what you remember of the higher realms, and how life just flowed there. You've got this beautiful aspect that just desires that everything be peaceful. It can be very, very easy to go into this does not compute moment, as our writer would say, this sort of cognitive dissonance that says, the earth is really of a very low vibration. I don't know why I'm here. I'm tired of this. Where's Nizar Allah? Where's our galactic friends? I'm just going to wait until that happens. Now, 95% of your energies are not given to waiting. They are incredibly active. And each of you in your sleep state, as you travel in the etheric absolutely, you're out on the ships. You're in inner earth. You're multilocating to different places on the earth. You're working with that beautiful crystalline energy grid. You're assisting in dismantling the dark matrix. There are a number of matrices, but you're very happily helping to dissolve the dark one. You're awakening and reactivating sacred sites all over the world. There are pyramids everywhere, some of them underground. There are ziggurats. They kind of look like a pyramid, but they're flat on the top, and you're reactivating these because these are sort like heliports ships land on them. And you're spotting the ships might be in your dream state, you might not even remember. You're absolutely connected with so many beautiful beings all over this cosmos. There are great portals in the Sunday. Beautiful ships are coming in through these, as the White Knights of the Ashta Command have assured us. And we can tell you absolutely, the sun being a sort of stargate, those portals, those openings are there. Ships are coming in from other galaxies, as well as from this one. They are here to assist. Many are assisting those who are harmed in scenes of natural disaster, war, various conflicts, and other issues from which one might feel, watching the news, oh, this is a terrible situation. But we wish to reassure all of you, and we wish to reassure the planet, you are never alone, and that you are never alone, and you're not dealing with all this on your own. You are absolutely supported. These are your soul families. You can call them star families, and that's fine. But you also are star beings. And you are on this earth as you connect with your loving soul families, as a representative of their mission, and your own individual mission. Now, let's just draw in working energetically all of the beautiful spirit teams, as you're still in that beautiful white flame of the divine feminine to transmute that heaviness that we all have carried at one point or another. So we're going to ask the spirit teams of everyone, as we're on this beautiful theme of new beginnings, new earth, what would be the next theme to address, dear ones? Listening yes, all right, they're pointing out the situation in Lahaina in Maui in Hawaii and the fires there, which most of you know were deliberately set, the idea being to chase out the native or Kanaka, the folk who are indigenous to the area and who have been there for a very, very long time, and to steal their property and their land. And they're pointing out, that's how it appeared on the surface. What is actually happening energetically, in terms of what is happening on Maui and Hawaii as a whole, is that it's regaining its connection to Lemuria. Which is why those islands exist, the last bit of Lemuria, and perhaps a few other islands here and there which basically are uninhabited. But at any rate, it is reclaiming its Lemurian roots, and it is also in a time of purification. Fire is an alchemical sign of transmutation and purification. Now, people might well say, isn't there a calmer, nicer way to go about it, without anyone having to leave the earth, leave their body, lose their home? We would say, and the spirit teams are saying, yes, there are calmer ways, and yet humanity as a whole has allowed in the more shocking aspects of transmutation. Because in those moments, instead of a slow burn, it's a very great, powerful, instantaneous release. And that may sound to be too much. It may sound like, oh, it's dreadful. It's too big to accept. Understandable, and as far as people leaving the planet in various parts of the world that have seen extreme flooding or fire, or in Palestine, what have you, any country, Ukraine, Russia, etc., as far as people leaving the planet, just be assured, this is their path. They came in for their own reasons, to experience a life in these places, and then to experience a release back into the etheric. And one cannot judge. Again, do your best to release judgment, even of situations in which so many leave. They're moving into other timelines, or they're moving sometimes into other galaxies, or they're in the higher realms, and assisting Earth from there, and doing a powerful and beautiful job. Some are on the ships, some have been brought up onto the ships, many of those who can't physically be found. And they can come back when they're ready, or when they wish to, when it's safe to do so. Or if they wish to remain on the ships, that is fine. But the point being, that no one has really been abandoned, dear ones. Offering energy work for us, so let's just send this beautiful healing light, this emerald green ray of healing from beautiful Lord Raphael and his team, and they are here with us. And we will revert to comments from Joan of Arc in a moment. We're going to bathe the whole earth in not only that beautiful white flame of the divine feminine, but also in the emerald green ray of healing. Particularly in those places where people are suffering, there's not enough food or water. They're homeless. They're frightened. There's nowhere safe. Sending just so much love and support to these dear ones. Even though they signed up for that path, we want to support them on that path. There are no accidents, even in this tumultuous earth life. Now, the spirit teams are reporting, and Saint Joan likewise pointing out these powerful solar rays coming in right now, and each of you are planting those rays into the earth, anchoring that new reality into the earth, but those rays are plasmatic. They are the essence of life energy itself. They are cleansing, they are renewing, and they are shifting the DNA of humanity to move to a much higher level. A much, much higher level. In other words, ascension is occurring for those still here.